Good morning. Today I'm going to be doing the auxiliary feed for my diesel heater. I haven't got much fuel in the tank, so it seems to make sense now to do it. So what I'm going to do, I've seen online that most people tend to come in from the top of the tank, but there are a comment that I read with some earlier video, and they actually said there is an auxiliary feed that you can go into on the side. So I'm going to see if I can locate that, and all being well, I'm going to tap into that. So that's our first job today. Let's get on. Now what I'm going to do, there are 1/2 inch or 13mm bolts. Got 4 going across the tank here, here, and opposite side here and here. A lot of people go into the top of the tank for the auxiliary fuel supply, but there is another one here that you can actually get into. So what I'm going to do is drop this tank further down this side, just loosen these off, and hopefully I can drop it down enough that I can just get to the little auxiliary feed which is just in there, and then that'll save me dropping the whole tank. From what I've read on comments of other people who've done it, that's the way to do it. So let's give it a try. Fortunately, I'm small enough to do it without having to jack up the vehicle. So I'm going to loosen these straps right off. Those ones I'll just let slacken, and I'm hoping the tank will drop down enough onto the trolley jack which will then give me access . Falling, it's on the jack slightly. Yeah, I think it's on the jack now, so yeah, it looks like the jack's got it. No, not quite. I'm not sure she's well supported. So the trolley jack's now pretty much holding the tank. I haven't got to get it down very far, it's just enough to get my fingers and a cutting tool up there. Okay, the straps are loose. So the tank is now being supported by the trolley jack. That's right out, sorry. I don't know if that's going to give you enough. These ones here are still holding it, so I'll just slacken those off a little bit. They're pretty long bolts, so works. It's going to be a lot easier than dropping the whole tank. Okay, I can now see it. There's the auxiliary feed. So if I can get something up there to cut that, a nice clean cut just on a little bit of a nipple bit. Sit on that strap now. A better angle, let's see if I can get it. I think that's it, just a bit off. Now I've got to feed this piece in and check that it's not actually touching the bottom of the tank, because it'll drain it all. So I want to measure when it touches the bottom, bring it back up a little bit and cut it. Okay, that's touching the bottom of the tank. So I'm going to keep my fingers there. So I need to remove that much. That's the bottom of the tank, so with that transfer to the bottom of the tank, so come up a little bit more. I think as always I'm going to measure it again just to make sure. Little cap goes over the top, which I'll push on in a minute. First off, I want to attach the feed line. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, now I've got to push this piece. By pinching it, it should lock over it. So I don't think that's it. It just clicked. I think that's what locks it on. So okay, that's my fuel supply fitted. It's not coming off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie mine up out of the way when I put the tank back up. And I'll leave that for a later day fitted, but at least I can now fill the tank back up because I'm running on empty. So okay, let's tie the tank back up. That has got to be a lot easier than dropping the whole tank completely, as I never had to undo the other side, the front one. I've got to go across here to do that one. So strap's still very loose.